Hi, Nicolette. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. So, to start with a film like this, where it is, a boxing movie, first and foremost, I think that's such, I love the genre, just as a whole. And so,
Yeah.
what was it like about this story in particular that made you really excited to be a part of a movie like this?
Mm. I mean, for me, what initially pulled me into this film was just the storytelling and the script. I read it and I was holding my breath, and when I got to the end, I just wept. It feels like such a human story, and I think for me, the relationship between Mikey and Jess, it's just so deep, so layered, and so complicated. And you can just feel that with every moment that they're together. And I think that we don't get to see stories like that very often anymore. And yeah, so I think for me, it was like the humanity of the script that really drew me to it. But of course, I love a boxing film. I mean, and I think that, the classicness of it is just again also very unique and exciting to me.
Yeah, and I do want to ask you because you are technically now a woman in like the a woman who's with a boxer. Like it's my favorite Saturday Night Live bit that they've ever done is Gardner playing the woman in a boxing movie. But
Oh
I
my
do
god.
think that she's not like she doesn't fall into the same pitfalls that like most women in boxing movies do. Was
Yeah.
that important for you going in to make her kind of be your own character and not be the like you're gonna die version of a woman in a boxing movie that we've come to kind of always expect?
Yes, yes. I think to me, when I approached this character, my goal was just to make her as grounded as possible. I think there's so much about her story that so many people can connect to, and I just love the fact that she's a mother, a single mother, and really just trying to survive. And so to me, I just really understood the weight of that and the responsibility in that. And so yeah, for me, it was almost like I think it was important to sort of live in the space where she deeply loves Mikey and like is completely drawn to him and can't really even separate herself from him, but at the same time she's just so resentful, so has her guard up, is trying to put these walls up, even though it's still sort of like seeps in and she cannot, get away from how much she loves him. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, there's the obvious pulls in a movie like this where you have Joe Pesci in a boxing movie again, so it's like, well, yeah, it's a big bull. But were there any kind of movies or female characters that you looked to when you were crafting how Jess was going to be and making it like pulling those women into the performance, or did you try and make her as original to you and this movie as you could?
I love that. I mean, I think as an actor, I'm always looking to, inspiration from women. I mean, I love Sharon Stone and Casino. I mean, and, Diane Keaton, The Godfather, and, even just, Viola Davis's strength. And honestly, like there's always little sprinkles of certain women that inspire me. And just because I know also film can be very technical. And so just like having those in my brain, but at the same time, then just like letting it go and really just dropping into the feelings, the emotions, and the situation and the circumstance. It's a little bit of a balance, I think, of the two. But I think more than anything, she was just a very original woman to me. Yeah.
For my last question, I do want to ask, we talked about the relationship between her and Mikey and like the importance there. But when it is something that is, a character has their walls up or whatever it may be, how much do you and Michael in this moment kind of work together to build that relationship since we do see them in contentious points throughout the film?
Yeah, I think their history was really important to us. And, we had just met on set for the first time, and we only had 20 days to shoot this indie film. And it was very fast and furious, but we would spend days like on set when we weren't working or on FaceTime, in the evenings when we weren't working to really just try and like talk about our history together and certain things that we felt were really important to us. And then it was just about, because you don't have enough time to really like throw in all those years of history together, but we just then would just lock in and just be as like zoning in as we could when we were on set. And I think we got lucky, and I think it hopefully came through.
Yeah, it did. And
Yeah.
actually, I have time for one more, so I'm gonna ask one more
Oh,
question.
great. Yeah.
Now that you said it was an indie movie, it was such a quick shoot, but now that people are seeing it outside of film festivals and it's going to have a wider release, what is the most exciting thing for you now that the movie's coming out?
I mean, we all just poured our hearts into this film, every person that was involved, and it was such a blessing. Um, that I think just like getting to be able to share it with people. I mean, we shot it almost 2 years ago, and yeah, the strike happened, and we didn't all get to go to Venice with the film, and you just never really knew what was going to happen with the film. And so it's like such a dream to be able to share it with people, and then to like hear their responses and the way that everybody has a different way that it sort of connected with them, and it's really interesting to hear people's takes on that. And yeah, so I'm just grateful to get to share it.
Well, I can't wait for everyone else to get to see the movie. And thank you so much for talking with me today. I really appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, thank you.